My mom has been abusive to my sisters and I our whole lives.
It wasn't just a spanking. It was a beatdown.
My mom will deny until the day that she dies that she has ever abused her children.
She knew what she did. She would tell us not to tell anybody at school.
Exactly.
When I was 12 years old, my mom was so angry with me that she spanked me with a spoon until the spoon snapped in half, and then she finished spanking me with the spatula.
When I was 13, I was not coming up the stairs fast enough, so we met each other at the top of the stairs, and that's when she started beating me.
She slammed my head into the wall. She was on top of me, hitting me when Cian came.
Rochelle was crumpled, like, on the floor. My mom had her by the hair as she's punching Rochelle. I'm like, stop, and she turned at me almost like a bear. And she got this wild look in her eyes and then came at me.
After my mom threw the first punch, they were hitting each other out into the front yard.
My mom was on top of Cian with a cocked fist, and our neighbors saw.
That's when they called the police.
Now that I've left my mother's house, she is just as physically and verbally abusive to me. When I don't do what she wants, she will say, I'm gonna come over and beat your ass.
My mom sent me some text messages.
You can take your bitch ass straight to hell, you manipulating.
My mother is crazy, she is abusive, and in denial at the same time.
Now, Gemma says it's not as bad as they say it is. Take a look.
I have never abused my children, and if I did, I would remember that. When my daughters were little, I did spank them, and I would swat them on the butt, but I always looked for alternative ways to punish them without hitting them. There's plenty of true things to say about me. This is not true. I did not beat my children. I feel angry that they would say these things to me, and I feel angry about the fact that that's what we're focusing on. The real problem is with Cian's drinking. Cian has had 2 DUIs, and in the past she's gotten in a serious drunk driving accident where she was scalped and it severed her right ear. But Cian refuses to get help, and Rochelle is sabotaging everything that I do. My daughters blame me for Cian's alcoholism. Rochelle and Cian, if they put it on me, they don't have to do anything. I don't know why they chose me to be the scapegoat in this situation. If Cian was 17 years old, I would take responsibility for that, but we're talking about a 30-year-old woman. Cian's an adult now, and she needs to take responsibility for her problems. The problem is not me.